Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm here to talk about some Walking Dead news regarding Jesus and Dwight, because both actors Austin Amelio and Tom Payne had some pretty interesting things to say about the characters. So in today's video, that's what we're going to be talking about. The things that Tom Payne said I think are more on the confirmed side, because it does look like he will be returning in season 9B, because we know a lot of shit went down within that 6-year time jump, and they did confirm that they're going to be messing around with time. So let's talk about what he said first. So during a Walker Stalker con, this is what he had to say. There's a 6-year time jump in which a lot of stuff happened, and there's those mysterious marks on Michonne and Daryl. All these things which could be explained, and Jesus may have a hand in some of that. Tom also did confirm that his character is now dead, like officially at the timeline with the Whispers in episode 8, but he probably most likely will be in season 9B with flashbacks. And I quickly want to throw this in because this is what Angela Kang had to say, and this is kind of confirming that there's going to be flashbacks. She said, "We'll definitely be telling the story of what happened there." And what's kind of exciting about a 6-year time jump is that there is the opportunity to go back and tell some of those stories. So we'll see some of what has happened. And on top of that, there is a flashback scene in the season 9B trailer with Michonne. It looks like she has her old hair, so this looks to be a flashback. I made a video talking more about this. If you want to go check it out on my channel, by all means go ahead and do so. But I do think Jesus is going to be in the 6-year time jump flashbacks, because it only makes sense why he would be there, because he also had some problems with the Hilltop, you know, not wanting to be leader. And I think it'll be really interesting if Lauren Cohan comes back too, because, you know, flashback scenes probably, you know, it'll be like maybe a day of filming or something. It wouldn't be that crazy, so maybe they could have found some time to squeeze in, you know, Maggie too, and I think it'll be pretty cool and a refreshment for fans who haven't seen Maggie in a very long time. I think it'll be cool if they throw in Maggie too. And it looks like Lauren Cohan is going to be coming back to the show at some point, because Angela Kang also said that they're writing season 10 in a way that, in only one way, and that way is that Maggie will be returning. So it looks like they have high hopes for Lauren Cohan to return, so I think it'll be pretty cool if she is in the flashbacks. And also it'd be cool for fans who wouldn't have seen her for like 10 episodes if she doesn't come back. But anyway, let's move on and talk about Dwight and some of the things that Austin Amelio said about his character. So Austin Amelio just straight up said that Dwight is alive. To be exact, he said he's alive. That's all I can say. He's alive. He's alive in the world somewhere. And then he also went on to say that there's so many different ways you can go with him. There's the comic book, there's the Sherry story, there's me being with the Alexandrians. I have no idea. I have full faith in the writers. They do an awesome job, so I'm sure to bring me back in an incredible way. So it's either that he doesn't know what way Dwight is coming back, or he knows and he can't tell us, because if he doesn't know, if Austin Amelio really doesn't know, my best guess is that it's probably going to be with the Commonwealth, because they're done filming season 9. So by the looks of it, it looks like he's not going to be in season 9, unless, again, he could just be totally fooling us. But also, you know, think about it. You know, it's been, you know, a pretty interesting thing about, because for us, we haven't had Dwight for half a season, but in the timeline of The Walking Dead, it's been like almost 8 years without Dwight. And the thing about Dwight is that he doesn't have a connection with the people back in Alexandria, the Kingdom, and the Hilltop. So I don't really see him coming back to the group, more of the group finding him, because Rick's situation, for example, is different. Like, he has family here, Michonne and Judith, and he has friends and family that he loves. Dwight doesn't really care about anybody here back in Alexandria and, you know, all the other communities. He only cares about Sherry, and if he finds Sherry, he's probably gonna want to stay at whatever community they go to first. And when Daryl kicked Dwight out, you know, he said go find her. He didn't say go find her and come back. So I don't think Dwight is like itching to come back to the community. And they're already done filming season 9. For me, I think the best way for Dwight to come back is the Commonwealth in season 10, because I don't see him joining the Whispers, because that doesn't seem like Dwighty to me. Like, Dwight, you know, that's a fucked up group, the Whispers, and he's already been part of a kind of like a fucked up group, the Saviors, who was run by some guy who was kind of messed up. You know, he wouldn't want to join this weird group. I think he would rather do his own thing, because he knows what joining a group can do to you, you know. And yeah, you know, it is smart in the apocalypse to join a group, but I just don't see him joining the Whispers, a really weird group like that. So, you know, and also, if he's not going to be part of the Whisperers, I feel like if he just randomly comes back to the community, it's going to take away from the story. That doesn't fit his character. There's no reason why Dwight would want to come back to the community. So what I see happening is that the characters are going to go to, you know, the Commonwealth in season 10, and that's where they're going to find Dwight. But to be completely honest, I think Dwight should never have left the show, because, I mean, we all know why he left though, because of the Daryl and Dwight correlation, and it's pretty obvious that Daryl took a lot of Dwight's storylines from the comics during the new beginning on the show. So that's why I guess they had to boot out, you know, Dwight, because I guess they couldn't work with both characters. I really wish they found a way to work around it, because Dwight, I think, is one of the best characters of recent on the show. Like, and a lot of that has to do with Austin Amelio. I think he did an amazing job portraying Dwight. But from season 6 to season 8, I really liked his character. To be honest, his character arc from season 6 to 8 was more interesting than Daryl's. But Daryl in season 9 has been redeemed, and Daryl is overall the better character for fans, I guess. So that's why they kept Dwight or Daryl. But Dwight, I think, is an amazing character, and I think it was a mistake to let him go, because he adds a lot to the show. And hopefully, I'm still having hope that this storyline is going to be interesting, but it does suck that we most likely aren't going to get Dwight until season 10. But that's what I think is going to happen. You know, I don't work on the show, I don't know 100%, but just based on the way Austin Amelio was describing his character, I feel like he hasn't filmed yet on season 9. I don't see him coming back in the Whisper arc. I don't see him being a Whisperer, and I don't see him coming back to the group because he misses them. I see him finding Sherry and going to a new community, which would probably be the Commonwealth. And then also, he hasn't been seen on set. Like, you know, we saw what happened when John Bernthal, you know, landed in Atlanta. The fucking fan base went crazy. So, I think, I mean, actually, they did a pretty good job of hiding Sonequa, Martin Green, and Scott Wilson for Rick's final episode. So, again, I could totally be wrong. I guess it would be a pretty cool surprise if he comes back in the finale. But my best guess is he's gonna come back in season 10 with the Commonwealth. But that's it for me. I just quickly wanted to make this video to talk about this news in case you haven't heard about it. But also, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think is gonna happen with Jesus and Dwight? In what way and when do you think, or this pertains more to Dwight, when do you think he's gonna come back? But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating, and for more Walking Dead videos like this, be sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.